Yo, hey, what's up, guys? Today is a good day. We can finally talk about Alice the Wanderer. And not only about her, in about 3 hours, we can show you the fusion and the skill set of it. So you gotta stay tuned. Press the subscribe button, press the like button, and later on I will also show you the fusion. But today is about Alice the Wanderer. We got her skill set. And the first thing we gotta talk about is always Affinity, because that plays a huge role in your strategy. And yeah, we got a blue Affinity. She is attack based, so she is gonna be a nuker, it seems like, because attack based champions are usually nukers, or else it would make like no sense. But let's talk about the skill set. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places an extra hit if the target has any active skills on cooldown. So basically, your opponent takes a turn, then you got a couple of cooldowns on that champion, and you will hit, places an extra, I think 3 times. Yeah, I think 3 times. And the next part about the skill is each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. So this could technically go down 3 turns. Like, imagine your enemy has 1 buff, you attack him, he has any skill on cooldown, and then you can potentially, like, no, that's not stackable to 100%. So it's technically possible to get it down by 3 turns if your opponent has 1 of his skills, just one buff. So A2 attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance. Wait, let me check first. 75. Okay, we got 100. Also, wait, has a 100% chance of increasing the cooldown of all enemy skills by 2 turns. Keep in mind, this skill is basically, you use it, you decrease the cooldown of your enemies, and then they take a turn and they got the skill already on 1. So what will happen for you, it's like a basher, you use this skill and 1 turn of each enemy is basically just an A1. And then the next turn they come around, they can use all the skills again. So this is basically not 2 times, like they use 2 times an A1 because you were using the skill. No, you basically just give them 1 time of an A1. So we got the decrease cooldown, increase cooldown, also has a 100% chance of decreasing each target's turn meter by 15%. If at least one of those target skills has its cooldown increased to max, so basically like a Duchess has used her skill right away, then you use the skill, and she is all the way on the max, it cannot go any higher, then you will get decreased by 30%. And yeah, that's basically it. So 15% decrease turn meter plus 2 turns of a cooldown increase. Actually, doesn't sound too bad, right? Like, if she hits at the moment, that would be amazing. But also keep in mind, you gotta have accuracy to do it. And that's kind of most of the time a hindering of your damage dealers when you put a lot of accuracy in them to just do the job. Maybe she's better in a support role where you just use her to control and basically, yeah, decrease the cooldown, not the cooldown, the turn meter. So A3 attacks one enemy, will ignore 20% of the target's defense. If the initial target is killed, also attacks the enemy with the lowest HP, will also ignore 20% of the target's defense. That seems to be kind of weird. Like, you attack one guy on purpose, like say like a UDK, okay, bad example because of Affinity, but just imagine you attack him, you kill him, and then you attack the guy with the lowest HP. I don't know what lowest HP means, like if they go for flat stats or percentage. If you can go for percentage, most of the time it's percentage, then you will basically attack the UDK, kill him, and then attack the leader. If, like, first turn, of course. Later on, that will be totally different because, like, the HP percentages will change because you do damage and all. Yeah, so, yeah. It's kind of a weird one. It kind of depends how hard it's gonna hit. So, passive. Whew. Whenever this champion attacks, inflicts 3% bonus damage to each target for each turn remaining on all of their skills cooldowns. The bonus damage is counted individually for each target. So basically, if you have a Duchess, for example, and that Duchess uses her skill, then she has a 3-turn cooldown on it. That means this one does 9% more, you do 9% more damage. And that's just maybe not the best. Let's talk about another champion who has actually 2 skills on, like, available for him most of the time. Then you could go up to like 15, 20%, or even on bosses. You can get, like, when the boss used all of his skills, like, first of all, a boss most of the time, like just not at the beginning, has one of his skills used already, so it is on cooldown. So this basically kicks in all the time, a little bit for bosses, and yeah, and also the bonus about the A2 when you do like and the A1, like on bosses, usually all of these effects are basically there, besides the increasing the cooldown thingy. But yeah, if you have a lot of cooldowns on a champion, it's individual, so you go in there, you attack the give me a bad example, like a guy who has a lot of cooldowns, then you hit him really hard. But if the guy right next to him in the AoE fashion has all of his skills ready, then you basically don't get any bonuses for him. But it's individual, so it's kind of, yeah, okay. You can kind of maybe use her in a war, what's his name? Warlord? Yumeko kind of scenario where increase the cooldowns already on them, so they have no skills, and then she could do a ton of damage. We will figure that out. And also an active skill resets the cooldown of one of this champion's skill each time they kill an enemy, occurs once per skill. So what that means, if you use your A2, you kill something, they have the cooldowns increased, and also that means that you will reset that skill right away. So if you have 2 skills on cooldown, and it's just one of them. But if you use one skill, and then you have it ready again on the next time. So technically, every time you kill something, you have a chance to increase the cooldowns again on the next time you come around. And that's actually not too bad. Let's be honest, like, you have a kind of, that the skill set doesn't look too great, but also it seems like it has some potential to do something crazy where you can somehow loop something around. Keep in mind, the increase of cooldown works also on Stone Skin, so you might a potential counter against Stone Skin for everybody that does not have anything at the moment. This could be used, and there's some potential. Let's say like this, but I'm not blown away by the skill set and have everything like, wow, you gotta have it. Okay, everybody gets her anyway. Like, just log in for 7 days and you get her. But the skill by itself, yeah, I don't know about yet. The design looks really great. I have a question for you guys before we kick off the video. Do you actually remember Alice in Wonderland? The only thing I remember personally is when I played Kingdom Hearts. I think it was the first Kingdom Hearts ever. And I played the level about Alice in Wonderland. But I don't even know if that was right, how they presented it us in the game. So I have technically no idea how the story turns out, who is who. I just know, like the queen and stuff, I had to beat in Kingdom Hearts. So she might be the evil in this story. So let me know, did you actually know what went over in there, or am I just not smart enough? I haven't been, maybe nobody read to me the story or something. But yeah, let me know. That will be the end of the video. Subscribe if you haven't done already. Of course, like the video, and yeah, have a nice day.